My name is Beth, and I have a cousin called Patty. I am 5 days older than her, but the way she behaves is like she is 7 years old. When she was young, she was sweet, but as she grew up, she started being arrogant. We used to play together and hang out when we were in middle school. I could even go to her house for a sleepover and we could watch a movie. She was not only my cousin, but also my best friend. I don't know what made her change her behavior, because when we joined high school, she stopped hanging out with me. I didn't mind it because I had found a new friend. She was a cheerleader and popular in school. She was very arrogant, and she would yell at their driver, cooks, and maids. She wasn't the same girl we knew before. Her parents, too, had noticed the change in Patty's behavior. Everybody missed the old Patty. People at school wondered if I was related to her. She didn't even respect her teachers, and she was used to being given detention and suspension. We used to have dinner with her family once a month. That was the worst day because Patty would treat me like trash. But I had to go because it was a family tradition, and I didn't want to disappoint my parents. She would tell me that I should never tell anyone about our stupid family tradition. She would call it stupid because she didn't know the importance of family. She didn't know that a lot of people would do anything to get a chance to be with their family. All that Patty cared about was her followers on Instagram. She was obsessed with social media, and that was all that she could do. She could spend a lot of time making videos to post them there. Little did she know that among those followers, there was not a single friend. Her squad was the rich kids who didn't eat in the cafeteria. They used to drink soda, saying that they were on a diet. I wasn't that petite, and Patty would body shame me. But I never cared about anything she said because I loved my body. Patty would go to all the parties that she was invited to. She would get drunk and arrive home very late. The house help had a hard time cleaning her room in the morning because of the mess. Her parents didn't know what to do to her. They tried advising her, but she never heard any of it. Her grades were dropping, and she had received a warning from the school of being expelled if she didn't pull up her grades. She never cared about that, and she said that education would not help her anywhere in this life. She was kicked out of our school and was transferred to another school. On her birthday, her dad bought her a car. She refused to accept it, saying that it was a small gift. She said that she wanted an airplane. She knew very well that an airplane was expensive, and yet she was asking for it. Her dad told her that she couldn't afford it, and she was mad. She stormed out of the house, took a car, and drove. She didn't know how to drive because all of her life she had a driver. Her mom called her, telling her not to drive. We tried following her, but we didn't know which way she went. We were worried that something bad would happen to her. Thankfully, she came home safe. She was then taught to drive, and 1 month later, she knew. The mistake she used to make was texting while driving. I warned her not to text while driving. One day, Her dad was involved in a car accident and he was rushed to the hospital. He had lost a lot of blood and he needed blood. Patty was asked to donate her blood, but her blood wasn't matching her dad's. Patty was surprised, but she told the doctor if he could do a DNA test without anybody knowing. The doctor agreed after being paid a huge sum of money. The results came back and it showed that her dad was not her biological father. She was shocked and didn't know what to do. However, she never told anyone about it, thinking that no one knew it. After her dad recovered, she began pretending to be nice. She would have dinner with her parents and talk to them nicely. Everybody was happy because Patty's behavior had improved. We graduated from high school and she asked her parents if she could manage their business. They agreed and Patty started going to the company. A lot of money started going missing from the company, and everybody wondered who took it. Patty blamed Luke, the financial manager, and asked her dad to fire him. Her dad trusted Luke, and he knew that he would never do something like that. Luke had worked in the company for the last 20 years, and nothing like that had occurred. He decided to investigate without telling anybody. He called a friend of his who was an FBI, and he said that he would help him. 4 days later, he called Patty's dad and told him that the money was transferred to Patty's account. Her dad was surprised and wondered what Patty wanted to do with that kind of money. He called Patty and decided to confront her. Patty confessed that she had known that she wasn't his biological daughter and wanted to get some money so that she could move out. Her dad told her that she was adopted because her mom was not capable of bearing a child. He told her that they loved her like their daughter and that would never change. Patty felt guilty and asked for forgiveness. Their parents forgave her and she became a nice person. She asked me to forgive her and I did so. Sometimes we visit each other when we are in college because we are 30 minutes apart. I am happy to have my cousin back.